But let's start off. Actually, I have a segment. It's called Worst Moments.
Okay.
So social media, most of the time it's people showing off their best moments. It's like a highlight reel. So for this segment, I want to know what's a moment that you look back on that you can kind of laugh at yourself like, oh man, that was a bad moment. Like that was kind of embarrassing for me.
Okay, so
Many.
yeah, my most, I guess, the biggest one for me that has happened recently was when I went on Timbaland's
Oh,
live
man.
show to
Uh-oh.
showcase my music, and he played it for 30 seconds and told me to turn it off.
Oh, man.
And I was like, damn. And the song didn't even start. I didn't even get to the best part, And I'm like, damn.
The beat didn't even drop
The beat didn't even drop, But on one end, I had to respect it. And it was my worst moment. Like, I was like, oh, my God. I hate my life. I'm from Virginia.
Man.
He's from Virginia. But I will say it made me want to go harder.
Mm-hmm.
And right after that, that's when I ended up opening up for Mac Ayers at the
see?
Norva and the Nationals. So don't give up, guys. Because
See?
had I had quit, I would never have had that opportunity. And it helped me. It did.
Mm-hmm.
It made me want to be better, And despite whether I agreed with him or not, I had to respect. I had to respect his opinion for who he is. So at the end of the day, I had to just tell myself, like, you know what? No hard feelings. Like, it is what it is. And I'll be back for vengeance.
Damn. For vengeance? I didn't expect that to be the conclusion statement on that. But okay. But nah, I think that's dope though. Actually a quote that I heard recently was like a no doesn't mean that you can't do it. It just means you can't do it with them.
That's
right. You know what I mean? So that was just his opinion, but that's not to say that there's not the yes, waiting for you. And like you saw, it was immediately after that somebody did stamp you like, okay, I want you to open up for Mac Ayers. So it's kind of funny you mentioned Timbaland though, because like, and on this segment I share a worst moment too. And I have a whole bunch of them. So I'm actually curious how many times I can do this. But this was actually, and it involves Timbaland. I was like 19 and I knew one of his engineers in the studio. It was like my mom's coworkers, nephews.
Oh, one of those type of
something crazy like that where somehow this web of people led back to me. And I was able to go to his studio at the time. Anybody that's like familiar with the area, y'all know Timbaland. He used to have a studio. He actually sold it. It was called Thomas Crown Studio in Virginia Beach.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So I went there, and especially I'm a hip hop artist, so it's like all the hip hop artists that you look up to, for the most part, a lot of them have like a story of like, all right, yeah, I rap for Kanye or J. Cole, he gave the CD to Jay-Z or something. So I'm thinking like, oh, this is my moment right here. I went to the studio with Timbaland, like, you know what I'm saying? And like, he wasn't there. It was just his engineer. And they was listening to my music. They liked my music, but what they said was like, I didn't stand out enough, like it wasn't original enough or whatever at the time. So I guess they wanted me to be like weird or something.
Course,
you know what I mean? Like
a gimmicky.
Yeah. So he gave me a chance though. He gave me a beat from Danger, the producer, and I had rapped over it, whatever. And he literally told me like, yeah, I have like the power. I could just call Timbaland and like get you signed right now, whatever.
Gosh.
So I'm gassed up. No, I'm gassed. I'm like, bro, this is it. Like I've been waiting for this. You know what I mean? So like time goes by after I did it. I'm trying to call him, get in contact. I'm not getting in contact with him. Maybe like a few months later, he calls me. I'm with my homies, and I remember I leave out the crib. I'm like, oh, yo, he called me. And he basically just tell me like, yeah, you really talented, but there's always the but at the end of it. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I just feel like you need to have your own style, blah, blah, whatever. And it's like, damn, what happened to artist development, bro?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, just, all right.
We've lost the plot.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, I'm 19, so you can imagine I'm like hurt by this or whatever, because I'm like, I'm young, I'm immature, and I'm just like, dang, bro, like, what do I have to do? Like, you're telling me I'm talented, but it's like I gotta eat a cockroach in a video like Tyler the Creator or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, Tyler the Creator is super dope and everything, but it's like I'm thinking that's probably what he was thinking. Like,
I got
it has to be something that's like out there or whatever. You know what I mean? So for me, that was definitely like a worse moment, kinda. But you know, kinda to your point, I felt like it was helpful. I did need to hear some of the stuff that he said. Like, he was telling me like, "Oh, your beat selection could be better." Like,
oh yeah, he told me that too.
Yeah.
That's actually the first thing he dogged. Yeah.
Oh, at Timbaland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, "This who made this?"
Oh,
I'm
man.
like, dang.
Wait, was it Calvin?
Yes, man. And I called Calvin. He was laughing.
I bet.
Calvin ain't care.
I bet.
Calvin was weak.
I bet. But to that point though, like even the engineer, his name is Bird, by the way. He was telling me like, yo, for a new single, like Missy, she'll listen to 100 Timbaland beats and not like any of them. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. You talking about Timbaland?
Yeah.
And you not picking none of those beats. And it just kind of made me like, okay, maybe I should be more selective with the sounds that I'm picking and everything. And I felt like it did make me want to just, I don't know, kind of do my own thing and kind of really get more creative. Like, it did put a little battery in my back. So that's what worst moments.
Maybe it wasn't a worst moment.
Exactly. So